Hey guys, it's me TuneCache, and it is finally that time of the year where the weather is nice and cold, everybody's around their loved ones, and of course, most importantly, Spotify Wrapped. Yes, today I will be showing you my Spotify Wrapped, or actually my Apple Music recap, because I don't really use Spotify because Spotify fucking sucks. But anyways, today I'll be showing you my recap of 2025. Hopefully what this recap will do is show you guys what my music taste is like and what I actually listen to on a regular basis. Or it would just put whatever bloated shitty album I listened to this year, because of course all of that counts as streams. Alright, let's get started. Replay your year in music. We could do the highlight reel, but it doesn't really show you too much, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Top 5 artists. This is not even top 5, this is like top 4. Number 1, Corn, 1,900 minutes with them. Corn is probably here because I just finished reviewing their whole entire discography this year, which if you haven't listened to the discography, honestly, it's not even worth it. Everything after Issues is really just some of the most boring shit alternative metal music I've ever listened to. But there is another reason why Corn is up here, and that is of course their older music. The first few projects were actually not that bad, especially the self-titled and Life is Peachy. That is some of the most eccentric new metal records I've ever listened to. But yeah, I've been really just getting my Corn on this year. Number 2 is Drake. God, that is such a deviation. How do I even explain myself here? I did listen to a lot of Drake at the beginning of this year because, you know, I was just reviewing his older catalog of music. If you're reading This Is Too Late, Take Care, Thank Me Later, these are not like the craziest rap albums of all time, but they're pretty solid, especially if you're reading This Is Too Late. To me, that is like top 5 trap projects of all time. But yeah, after that is Model / Actress. Honestly, this band deserves a lot more praise. I love the blend of industrial rock and dance punk music. It is such a unique sound that I haven't seen any other band do. The new album Pure Red was really fire. Dog's Body has been on replay for a long time, and even going deep into the discography, they have some like EPs that are actually pretty solid. But yeah, just really love this band. Glad to see in my top 5. Next up is JPEG Mafia, which of course he's up here. I mean, like, it's JPEG Mafia, one of the most versatile experimental rappers out right now. What can you say about him that everybody else hasn't really said? He's just fucking phenomenal. Swans is my top. But yeah, I've been really loving Swans lately, especially the album To Be Kind. What a fucking phenomenal record that is. I do plan on reviewing the music soon because I do think the discography is super unique. Like, these guys have been kicking it for quite a minute now, and they have changed their sound and identity so many times. It's honestly like worth making a whole video about them. If you're a Swans fan like me, you already know why these guys are up here. They make such long fucking songs. Like, I think on To Be Kind there's this one track that is literally 30 minutes long, but god, is that song worth listening to. It's just so amazing. But yeah, just really love Swans. Okay, next up is Death Heaven, which if you've seen any of my reviews this year, you probably already know. Lonely People with Power is still my album of the year. What an amazing metal record when it comes to just writing and instrumentals. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has really gotten me more into metal music with such low growling and screeching vocals. Back then I wasn't really a huge fan of that type of music, but Death Heaven manages to somehow make it sound so fucking beautiful. I don't know how. It's amazing. Of course, Haunting Barna came out with their album Soft Spot, which I absolutely loved. FK Twigs has just been really active this year. She's not only dropped one album, but then another alternate version of the album, but then a sequel to that album. And somehow all of these projects are some of the most fire EDM music I have heard lately. She really has just been eating up this year. Number 9, System of a Down. I mean, come on, one of the best alternative metal bands of all time. Of course, these guys are here. Number 10, Kanye West. Fuck Kanye West, but man, he makes such good music. He made Graduation. This year, I was introduced to Stereolab with the Return album that I forgot the title of. And while I don't remember the title of the album, I do remember how amazing and fire it was. They make just such chill, feel good music. I really love them. Every time I spark up or I just want to like lay back, this is the first artist I go to. But yeah, finishing up, How do I explain this one? Okay, first off, just like Kanye West, fuck Alexis Marshall. He is a completely deranged, disgusting piece of shit of a human being. But God, there is just something about Daughter's music that is so addictive to me. I don't know if it's like the unorthodox instrumentals or like the dark themes or just Alexis's vocals. I just haven't heard a band that is as raw or heavy as Daughters is. Now, does that mean I want to hear more music from them? No. Daughters really needs to step down as a band, and Alexis really needs to go out and get some help, because what he did was just really unspeakable. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar, 13. I'm surprised it's not higher. Maybe I just haven't been listening to him as much, but yeah, he's just the GOAT. I don't care what anybody says. I've been really getting into Black Country New Road this year. Not just because of Isaac Word, which he's a national treasure. I don't mean to like diss him in any way, but I've also been really loving Forever How Long. It's such a beautiful fucking record, and it sucks to see so many fans dislike it just because it has female vocalists. It literally makes no sense. And at the very end here we have Mike, another underground rapper that I absolutely love. I love his chill beats. I love the way he raps. I just love everything about him. He's awesome. All right, now let's go to the top songs. And okay, number 1, MP5 by Haunting Barna. This is just a noise rock banger. I absolutely love it. Haunting Barna again. Haunting Barna again. Haunting Barna again. As you guys can tell, I really like the new Haunting Barna album. Okay, next we have Oxygen by Swans at 6. This honestly might be like my personal favorite Swan song. I just love how as this 10-minute track progresses, it just keeps getting more hectic and chaotic with the vocals and instrumentals. This really is a song that you just have to listen to get what I'm talking about. It's such a wild fucking track. Also, the live performance for the song that's on YouTube, iconic. Every live session from Swans is just amazing. The Garden Route by Def Heaven, no doubt one of the most sexiest metal songs I've ever listened to in my life. The instrumentals on it are just, they're fucking perfect. Finally, Maruja. I'm surprised that Maruja wasn't even my top 15 artist, because I really loved the debut album. Not only did I love it, but some of the tracks on that record were pretty lengthy, so I'm surprised to see Swans but not Maruja. But yeah, Look Down on Us, it's just absolute perfection. The instrumental passage on this song is just really stunning, and I really love the songwriting from Harry on this track. In fact, his writing on the whole entire album is really poetic and gorgeous. You should really listen to it if you're a huge fan of post-rock music. Damn, I'm starting to notice most of the songs on here are just literally noise rock songs. I guess if I had a favorite genre this year, it would be like noise rock or post-rock music. And Sprain is actually one of the first bands that really got me more into like experimental rock. I just really love the textures on the Lamb of Effigy, especially on this track. It's just super fucking noisy. Once again, we got Maruja. This song is absolutely gorgeous. Amareth by Model/Actress. Once again, another noise rock banger. Body Behavior by Def Heaven. Oh my god. Damn, these are all fucking bangers. I absolutely love the production on Body Behavior. It's so beautiful. Vespers was a great opener to Purette, and okay, I didn't really like this album, and the song is not even like that good. I think it's just kind of decent. I think the only reason I listened to it a lot is just because of the production and the verse from Kendrick Lamar, which even then his verse on it was kind of mid. Like, Cardi managed to out rap Kendrick on a song, which I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, that's how mid his verse was on it. But yeah, let's start going to the album. Oh no. I Am Music is not my number 1 album. In fact, the only reason it's up here is because that hour-long 30-track album, I had to listen to it in full 3 times. The first 2 times I think were for my original review, where I absolutely bashed the album and I thought it was horrible. And then the 3rd time is when I did a Redux review to give it another chance, and I still thought it was absolute fucking garbage. Yeah, there's not really much to say about I Am Music. It's just a really bloated compilation of shit trap songs. that's really it. Really, what should be my number one is Lonely People with Power by Def Heaven. Not only is this the best metal record to come out this year, but it's also the best album to come out this year. If you're a huge fan of black gaze or metal music, definitely check this album out. Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machine at 3. I'm a little bit surprised that this album is this high up. Not saying that I don't love it, I actually really love it. It's a super great rock record. I really love the vocals and songwriting from Florence on this record. She really killed it. But like, would I put this above No One Was Driving the Car by Law Dispute? I don't know, because I really love this album. I love how dark the writing on this album is, with it having to do a lot with religion and exploitation. And while I do think there are times where the instrumentals could have been a bit punchier, really I think they were just putting more focus on the messaging and themes of this record, so I really don't mind if the instrumentals weren't that heavy hitting, because I truly do mean it when I say the writing on here is just really impeccable. Number 5, To Be Kind. Super long album, but goddamn, so worth listening to. If you have 2 hours to spare, definitely check out this album. Oh my god, just like I Am Music, this should not be up here. It's just a really bloated, shitty rage album. If I didn't do my Redux review, I don't even think this album would be up here, because my original review of this album was like really harsh. I didn't even finish listening to it because I thought it was that bad. And number 7, we have Getting Killed by Geese. I'm so glad that they've been getting so much love this year. They 100% deserve it. I love Cameron Winter and his solo shit. And with how amazing this album is, I've been even checking out their other records, and dog, they've been like cooking up some cool shit for a long minute now. I'm surprised that they're now starting to get attention. And number 8, we have As Lost Through Collision by Sprain. I'm surprised The Lamb of Effigy isn't higher than this, because this is a pretty short album, but there were some tracks on this thing that were pretty amazing and I had on loop for a minute, so I could see why it's up here. Damn, it's so sad that Sprain disbanded. I would have loved to hear more music from them, but whatever, we got Shielding at Home, I guess. Oh my god, just like Cardi and Ken Carson, I do not like this Drake album. Look, there are 100% highlights on this record, I'm not gonna deny that, but god, it is so bloated and filled with such boring and forgettable songs. And also, in my opinion, this is really where Drake started to fall off when it comes to quality. Like, his other records before this were kind of long, but at least they were filled with pretty solid tracks. This, it just felt like he kind of gave up and was just putting out whatever he wanted. At number 10, we have People Watching by Sam Fender. It's a decent album. I remember when it first came out, I absolutely glazed it and I gave it like a 9. But when I came back to it, I realized it honestly was not that amazing. I do still think it's a decent record, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I definitely overhyped this one for sure. Then we have God Does Like Ugly by Jid. He's just been on a roll with the Forever Story and now this follow-up record. In fact, I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't even listened to the Forever Story. I've just heard that many amazing things about it. But yeah, this album has definitely shown me that he is a very talented rapper when it comes to his writing. So yeah, I might actually review the Forever Story sooner or later. Okay, Tranquilizer by One Oh Tricks Point Never. If you like electronic ambient music, definitely check this album out. It gives me such heavy Apex Twin vibes. It's really fucking good. UI Scooty. This is an album made by Young Thug. That's all I have to say about it. Once again, the only reason this album is up here is because it's extremely fucking bloated. Can we please stop making these long ass albums? And last but not least, Revenge Seekers by Jane Remover. She's just been killing it this year. Not only has she been doing really good with her venturing shit, I really loved her debut album on that alias, but this album has such banger hyper pop, digicore, experimental rap music. It really is a great record. You all should just listen to it. Shout out to Jane Remover. Okay, and then remember, yeah, I think that's it. That's my recap of 2025. I'm sorry if this video doesn't seem as professional as my other videos. I've been trying to practice more not using a script and just talking off my head, which I'm not really the best at, but I tried to make it work. And after seeing how many people were flexing the Spotify Wrapped, I just kind of wanted to hop on the trend and do my own version of that. But yeah, if you guys actually did like this video and you want to see more, just subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Also, in my description there's a link tree of all my social medias, and you could also see what I'm listening to on there. And of course, on this channel I post daily news on music, and I post my authentic reviews where I share my own personal opinions on any new album that comes out. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. TuneCache out.